What's up, kids? Blackie Black Metal back again, also known as Count Negroth Storm Thrasher. It's not a black metal name, sorry. Anyway, as you know, I'm totally on black metal and shit. I've done very few videos on black metal bands since I've started, though. I apologize. Cradle, of course, you know, they were once those like a black metal-ish band, but they, you know, not like, you know, the pure shit, you know. Venom, Emperor, Bathory, Mayhem, Immortal, you know, Burzum, all the good pure black metal, you know, that kind of stuff. Eventually I'm gonna go ahead and get into all it, but I don't know, I'm a, you know, metalhead, and I am into music like on the technical level, so I get down on all kinds of music, but one thing I have been getting a lot of here lately is Avenged Sevenfold. All right, they're a metal band. They are. It's metal they're playing. They're really good, and they're so good that they make money good. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that you catch a lot of hate for sometimes. When you're doing something that people who feel like they can do it better than you can't do, it's always a hard spot. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of great, brutal, you know, metal bands out there that aren't as big as Avenged, and, you know, are for all purposes more brutal. You know, I wouldn't begin to call Avenged Sevenfold really a brutal metal band at all. But I'll say this, like, I got into Avenged Sevenfold more or less through the influence of a friend. But one other thing I noticed is the black metal or death metal, like the brutal shit, it really, at the time I was at the height of the whole, you know, being a total straight up music Nazi. If it's not brutal, it's trash, destroy it. You know, I had that kind of mentality, and it totally alienated the chicks. Very few chicks that I met were really into brutal shit, and then the ones that said they were, really, it wasn't even that they were into it so much as that they were just more into, you know, me more or less. So it wasn't like they were trying to do something just kind of get my attention or whatever. So it's like they ended up not even really liking the music. So it was just kind of like awkward at times. Like, I'm all into this brutal shit, and like, okay, and there's a chick here, we're, you know, trying to hang out, and you know, it got to a point where it was really kind of, like I said, it kind of messes the whole thing up. So I had to kind of find some metal stuff that was, you know, it's metal, but it's not too, you know, too what's too brutal, you know, like it's just so brutal that it off-puts the mood, you know. But I'll say Avenged, I mean, no, you know, of course there's love metal. Him is great. Like I said before, To Die For, another good love metal band. Like there's love, like the whole Finnish, some of that Finnish metal stuff, chicks love it, you know. It really, you know, was one of those icebreaker kind of band things that you could use, you know, if you were a metalhead, because it's already like, you know, hard to be taken seriously as a metalhead, but then you got to find some kind of ground with people. So anyway, as I was saying, Avenged gets a lot of hate. Like, people hate on them, like, and I understand, like, if you're in the brutal metal, yeah, you're not gonna like this kind of shit. But like I was saying, how many places, I mean, come on, dude, like, there's got to be some kind of ground here. Like, and I mean, their guitarists are sick. They really are. Absolutely great guitarists. The Rev, you know, may rest in peace, great drummer. You know, these are really great young musicians. I'm not familiar with all the guys. I know M Shadow's the lead singer, whatever. Great voice for metal at that. It's not too bluesy or too, you know, too soul-y, you know. It's right there, good for a metal band, and that can get you a lot of hate because some guys growl because they can't sing. You know, they want to sing, but they can't sing, so they do the, you know, I mean, that's the essence of metal. But you know, don't get mad at a guy because he can sing and you can't. Come on, dude, what are you doing? Like, guys that are hating on Avenged Sevenfold, some of them like bands that suck, like Disturbed or what's another band that's famous? They got a record deal, but as far as the guitars, they're horrible. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say horrible, but they're not good by any means. It's really irritating when you don't really know what you're talking about musically, and you want to talk about whether a band's good or not, and you listening to guys who can play 3 and 4 fucking power chords, and the whole album has got like 3 songs that's cut into 12. You know, I can hear it. You can hear it. Like the first Godsmack album, like how many times did Sonny say "go away"? Like every other song, there was a bar that said "go." Are you fucking serious? Like, they're really, come on, dude. And then you're gonna talk about like a dual guitar, double bass drum band that rip shit with solos. Are you serious? And you don't know what you're talking about. It just sucks. Like, it was really bad. These guys get on the internet and they start talking about bands that are good, bands that are bad. And then there's my pure guys who are straight up, you know, Swedish or Norwegian metal. Like, I know why you guys don't like it. You don't like it because it's not brutal. So that makes sense. But if you like a band that's really not even metal and you don't really know anything about metal, please, come on, dude. Like, read up a little bit before you say anything about Avenged Sevenfold. But anyway, absolutely great band. This is my Avenged cap, dude. I've had this, as you can see, man. This thing came out like, I got this around the time Waking the Fallen had been out for a little bit, but that was, you know, that's the first Avenged record that I've heard was Waking the Fallen, and it was absolutely great. It was just one of those things that, like I was saying before, it helped to bring like a what is it I'm looking for? Like, you know, just something that doesn't alienate the chicks. That's really not, you get to a point where you'll get it. Like, if you're a pure metalhead, you get to the point where like you're like, you know, wondering why you're not hanging out with chicks or whatever, you don't have a girlfriend. It's because you need to turn the metal down a little bit, you know. There's nothing wrong with it. You're still metal, you know. If you have any tattoos, that's it. You've tattooed yourself. I myself, I got a really sweet pentagram with a demon skull here, just to remind myself that, you know, I'm still metal. You know, I don't need to prove anything to these people. I'm tattooed. I'm serious about this shit. I live and die for metal. So if I want to hear some Avenged Sevenfold, then damn it, I'm gonna sit and listen to it, you know. But anyway, another thing is, like, at work, I mean, if you work, there's not too many stations that play pure metal. Like, there are, if you're lucky, some places do. But I live in Eastern North Carolina. Carolina's Pure Rock 105 we used to get at 101.1. Now it's a mixed 80 station. Still good, but you know, I wanted to, you know, Pure Rock station comes at 105.5, sucks. It's absolutely no frequency in Greenville, and it sucks. But even they didn't play metal, like they just played radio metal. And if I got to hear radio metal, at least have it be radio metal with people who can play, you know. Like, it's one thing I can't stand is people who have the exposure but their music is absolutely unlistenable. Like, especially to the audience that they're trying to appeal to. They're trying to sell an image. When I was younger, I bought into that kind of thing. I thought I was just brutal death goth guy because I listened to Marilyn Manson and Korn, shit like that. And I grew up and I had a guitar mentor who, you know, told me, like, look, dude, that's not metal. You don't listen to metal. You listen to, like, radio shit, you know. Metallica's metal. Look at this. This is Kirk Hammett's guitar here. You wanna learn something about metal? You know, that's where you start. And one of the first things, like I mentioned before in another video, he had me like learn to play like the opening riff in Kill the King by Megadeth. You know, like, this is somebody who technically knew what the fuck he was talking about. You know, horns up to Chris Bembenek, wherever he is. I'm really sorry about that. Injustice for All tab book. My asshole roommate sophomore year in college stole it from me. I'm really sorry, dude. If I get rich and everything, I'm gonna be sure to send you a And Justice for All tab book, just on principle, dude. But anyway, I digress. Avenged is an absolute awesome band. If you know, are straight black metal, whatever, and you're looking for something to kind of get you in the middle there, something you can kind of listen to with the chicks, Avenged is a good one. Along with, of course, love metal. There's nothing wrong with some Hymn or To Die For. They love that kind of shit too. So, dude, you really though, like, that's my whole point with this one, is just to, like, Avenged Sevenfold is a sick radio band. They're absolutely the shit. Like, they're good. They're really fucking good. The solos get me stoked as a motherfucker. I can't even lie, dude. But anyway, don't listen to what people say. I mean, image wise, fuck it. They're not even about image. Like, obviously, this music is pretty badass. So all that image shit, once you turn 30 something, you're not even gonna care anyway. But anyway, guys, make sure to check out the new Avenged Sevenfold shit. Hail to the King is coming out soon here. If it hadn't already, I think it's online right now. But anyway, they're absolutely worth a listen if you are into metal and you like dual guitar, double bass, drum kind of shit. They're definitely for you. So give them a try. Don't listen to your local music Nazi about it, because he's not gonna like them, because they probably get laid a lot. And you know how some dudes hate other dudes just because they get laid a lot. No other reason. Dude could be cool as hell. Dude could have spotted him $20 and then he asked it back for a cool guy kind of shit. He still gets hated on. Why? Because he gets laid. I don't like him. He sucks. It's just really childish shit, and it's a shame. It's really got to stop. But anyway, Avenged is a fucking sick band. Make sure you check them out. Followers, Blackie Black Metal, also known as Count Negroff.